The good news for Manly is the return of second rower Les Boyd after suffering rib cartilage damage 2 weeks ago. Manly have already lost their other second rower Bruce Walker. In other changes forced by the Sea Eagles' shattering loss to Penrith last week, Graham Eadie is recalled to fullback for his first top-grade appearance in 12 weeks, while Phil Blake at 5'8" and Alan Thompson at scrum half make up a new halfback combination. West's coach Terry Fernley has also made drastic changes after the defeat by Norths last week. Ted Goodwin, George Fard and Bob Cooper have been dropped, and John Donnelly and Alan Neal are injured. Consequently, Wayne Smith has switched to fullback, Ross Conlon and Mick Pinkerton are the new centres, Greg Cox goes to half, and Michael Duke and George Morocco are in the second row, forcing Paul Merlot to again be used as prop.
Manly putting plenty of pressure on the Western Suburbs in the early part of this game. Their defence is quite sound. I notice Western Suburbs at times, they're not lining out. They're 6s and 7s.
There's a penalty against Terry Lamb. He threw a very... Their hooker Arthur Mountie for about 10 minutes now. Merlot through the forwards. Most creative player and picked up Duke. One tackle to go. Blindside. Wayne Smith. Wayne Smith's through. Support. Morocco giving it away. Broughton gave it to Cox, who's in for the first try, and that is a very good try indeed for the Magpies. But put that down to Wayne Smith. His intrusion in on the blind side. Arthur Mountie with that gash over the bridge of the nose stitched is coming back out. West's back to their full complement, and Mick Pinkerton runs it back to the quarter line from the kick-off. Duke. Still getting it to Merlot. Mountie straight into the fray. Lease. Merlot. Past Duke. No shepherding involved there. He's got Conlon inside and he's got Boland outside. And that was a case of shepherding. Mark Broadhurst. Grillage. Thompson. Gerard was the decoy, went to Boyd, and he's been very quiet so far in this game.
Yes, Alan, I don't think he's fit. I've noticed him in a few of the tackles. He's been grabbing them. He hasn't been body crashing them, as we know he can do, and I've noticed that he is definitely favouring that rib injury.
Little kick through by Blake. It's a good kick. He's got it. Picked it up beautifully. Support Alan Thompson. Lovely play by Manly. Alan Thompson racing to the line. Terry Lamb runs him down. Lovely play. Good little kick over the top by Philip Blake. Now there's one tackle to go. Penalty. West were well offside. Territory. Lease. Lamb. Morocco. Fullback Wayne Smith gave it away, and there's Broughton running for the corner. He's close. Lovely tackle right out on the far side to put him down by Graham Eadie. Cox giving it away there to Michael Duke, who couldn't slip it away. He's got it to Lease, who gives it away to Merlot, who's under the posts. Well done, Western Suburbs. That was a good try that came entirely from persistency. Mountie, Lamb, kick for the line, might not find it. Carey's very fast in getting back. He's been chased downfield by Pinkerton. Lovely swerve, Phil Carey, and another one. Terry Lamb was the tackler from behind. Mountie, Lee Beater. Cox. Good weaving run, looks for support. He's got it there, and here's a try with Ross Conlon going in under the posts. Greg Cox, good performance. Lovely little break. Third try of the match to Western Suburbs. A very good try indeed. Philip Blake. Still giving it to Eadie on the blind side. Mountie going low. Now that's 5 tackles gone. Will Manly put it in the air? There it goes to Thompson, running it across field to Gerard, caught by Lee Beater, gave it away to McCabe. Backing up is Teasdale, and Broadhurst putting it down. It's come off a West player, and that's a try.
They've got the Manly attack flustered at the moment.
Borton. As a matter of fact, Reg, it's a good thing that Krilic has won the scrum. He's scored a one in the second half. That's Borton after a very good run. Kick through from the play of the ball. Manly very lax about getting back to support their teammates. Broadhurst still getting it back. Greg Cox on the ground for West to receive attention. Long one out to the centres. Eadie's in the gap. Cover defence coming across. Graham Eadie gives it there to Carey. Carey's down. Gives it to Rebo. This is shut the gates. Shut the gates. Johnny Rebo to score. Great try to Manly. Fabulous try under the post. Try to put Manly in front again. And there it is, Manly leading by a point with 11 minutes to go.
What a turn up for the books. A bit like West. Really pounded the Manly line there and looked like they were going ahead. Ray Ritchie there must be wondering, well, we're pretty lucky because up until this stage, I think West has been the better. There's been tackling, and Max Krilic, their skipper, a great captain's game, scored a good try, an important one to his side. There's been a good inspiration to them. Paul Vorton at lock forward, a tremendous amount of tackling. But I've left out Wayne Smith, the Western Suburbs fullback. Talking about tackling, what a fine game he's had.
West winning the scrum in close to their own goal line. About 40 seconds to go. Smith giving it away to Cox. Lease. Jimmy Lease making a break up the middle and picking up support in Fard. Looking for support that wasn't there. 30 seconds to go. West taking it down the middle through Lee Beater and the way to Lamb. Lee Beater. Merlot's pass, a long one. Quick pass into the centres. This is Pinkerton. Out to winger Broaden. He's got Carey to beat. Into touch. I doubt if we'll even have time for the scrum to go down. 18-17 the score. Just on halfway.
You've got to give full credit to Western Suburbs, even right to the death. They're trying to get back into this game. That just about will wrap it up now for Manly. Max Krilic in no hurry to get hold of that ball. Graham Eadie will take his time to put it into touch.
And the timekeeper, as you can see, just about ready to blow the siren. And Eadie driving West so another 10 or so metres back. Krilic. And there it is. Manly running out winners by 18 points to 17. It's always difficult to detract from the performance of a winning side, especially when they come from behind. But I'm sure the Western Suburb supporters could feel excused for believing that their team was the better for most of the game. Try scorers for Manly were Krilic and Rebo, and Graham Eadie, in a resounding return to first grade, kicked 6 goals from 6 attempts. For Western Suburbs, Cox, Merlot and Conlon scored the tries, and Greg Cox landed 4 out of 4. Manly had most of the ball. They won the scrums 10-8, including a margin of 6-3 in the second half, and they were favoured in the penalty count by 11-9. The turning point of the game came 13 minutes before full time. West were clinging to a lead of 17-13 and doing most of the attacking. At this point, they were close to the Manly goal line and saw the ball spun out across to the blind side with this kick put up by Cox. As the ball descended, West's got possession. The pass went out on the blind side, and Graham Eadie was able to intercept the pass, and from then on, Manly were out of danger. Shortly, the try that came to win the match was scored by Manly. Well, of the tries scored, Reg, which was your best?
Alan, I thought the try scored following that intercept was the try of the game. In fact, it virtually won the game for Manly. It started way back near the halfway line, and Krilic out to Thompson, a beautiful pass to Thompson, and Graham Eadie chiming into the attack, finds himself well and truly in the clear. A good flick pass to Carey, finds Rebo on the inside, and this fellow with plenty of pace sets sail for the line. In fact, he improves his position, goes to put it down, but wants to improve it even further right under the post.
Manly's Kiwi prop Mark Broadhurst was a tower of strength to his team today. He held them together when they really needed it, when Western Suburbs looked like they might take this game out, and was always prominent in attack and defence. Broadhurst will obviously be one of the first players chosen when New Zealand pick their team for the tests later in the year.
So there it is, Manly getting the 2 competition points. Luckily, so some would think, they won the match after they trailed by 12 points to 8 at half-time by 18 points to 17.